Back to the local at Game Nest after Rise 2018, and it went much the same as my first local after Genesis 5. I was obliterated. And this has to be one of the most frustrating things about competitive play. Whenever you think you're making improvements and are learning, you get your ass handed to you and you're put back in your place. Now, the thing that bothers me most about this fact is that you have to play with confidence in order to succeed. But your confidence gets knocked after each loss. So it's almost like starting over again and again. You build up confidence, get knocked down, start building back up again. Over and over and over. Now, good players or experienced players have a larger foundation to start back up from. Now take this example. I saw K9S Bruce take a hard loss against Lima at Rise. He played extremely well, but still couldn't get past Lima's Bayo. I mean, I can only dream of playing like he did. Hell, 99% of players wish we could play as well as K9S Bruce. But he was crushed by that loss. I saw it in his face as he left the stage. I was right there. I was right next to him. He's one of the most passionate players that I've seen. He's a guy who puts everything into winning. And when I saw him, I was like, damn, he is truly devastated about that loss. So the next time I saw him, I was wondering, would he be ready to roll again? And he was. Why? How? Because he's a world-class player. He knows he can beat 99% of all Smash players out there. But he takes his lumps and feels down about it just like I do. We still have the same feelings of failure when we lose. It doesn't matter that he's world-class and that I'm struggling to even learn the basics. But the point is, after a given amount of time, he gets ready again. And when he's preparing for the next tournament, he doesn't have to start from scratch like I do. He starts from being a top 50 PGR player. That's huge. That's a tremendous foundation to begin with. Now I, on the other hand, get wiped out by each tournament and have to start over from scratch. Literally from nothing. I mean, I don't have a single set win in Las Vegas. I've had to leave town to win in bracket. So it's just a constant feeling of taking one step forward and two steps back. And after nights like tonight, I ask myself, what the hell am I doing? Why on earth did I choose a fighting game? Seriously, this is the most difficult genre of esports to get good at. I literally could have selected any other genre and rolled through with the help of a team, but I wanted to do it on my own, and now I'm paying for it. As always, I was bolstered back up by friends who have gone through the same process. Everyone takes these losses. Everyone gets bodied. And this is what proves your mettle in the community. Getting destroyed but still turning up week after week shows people that you are in it for the long haul. You want to improve and you'll take the pain that comes along with getting better. And when people see that, they're much more willing to help you out. They're much more willing to give you advice. They're much more willing to train with you and work with you. Because if you're somebody who just gets beat and then leaves and never comes back, or comes back a few months later, gets beat, comes back again in a few months, nobody's going to put in the time and effort to help you out. That doesn't show the dedication. So taking the losses and dealing with the pain is definitely an experience, but it's one you have to do. You have to do it. It doesn't matter how much natural talent you have. Even the most naturally talented people at esports, at video games, take their losses. They take their losses and get better faster, but they still take those losses. All that's well and good, but right now I just feel depressed. I feel that weight in my chest and was beyond frustrated during my drive home. And I'm not the first to talk about this, but winning is absolutely a drug. When you beat your opponent in a one-on-one game, you get a rush of endorphins. You feel good physically and psychologically. Your confidence soars and it feels amazing. I've experienced those feelings before. Things like getting a good contract, selling a project, or having someone you respect say they love your work. It's huge. It helps you approach your next project with a swagger, with confidence, and it helps you put something extra in your work. It is amazing how you can bolster everything else up in your life because of your general confidence. On the flip side of that, I've had projects get canceled. I've had people pull funding. I've been let down. I've had people tell me they didn't like my work. And it's soul crushing. It impacts your life negatively. That's really the downside of putting yourself out there in anything. It doesn't matter if it's competitive play or doing something creatively or creating your own company. Anytime you put yourself out there, somebody's going to criticize you. Somebody's going to have an opinion. And people who criticize you the most are the ones who aren't willing to take the chances, because it sucks to feel so low. It sucks to get your ass handed to you, either literally or figuratively. It sucks to be told that you suck. But honestly, you'll never really know how far you can soar until you feel how far you can fall. I don't want to wax philosophical any longer here, so I'll get back to my matches. I lost 0-2 to Kurono and 0-2 to Crimson. And this is the first time I played Kurono and every Bayo plays a bit differently, so I knew it would be a tough match. But he bodied me. And this was the second time I played against Crimson in loser's bracket, and I tried to play differently from our first set, but I think it went even worse. I'm going to go back to the drawing board and compare both matches this week and see where I did well and where I choked. Anyway, I have a short night to prepare for Battle for Vegas at the ESA tomorrow, so I am out. Check out my progress in esports at beyondbetapodcast.com. Follow me on Twitter at SteveJShockey. Subscribe to my YouTube page called Beyond Beta Podcast. You can follow the podcast at Beyond Beta Pod, and bear with me as I get everything set up and linked. Have a good one.
Game 2, 1.